Select your class and subject, hit the Select button over here. From the first drop-down, pick your board, which in this case is CBSE. Next, choose the class you're creating the paper for, like Class 10. Then pick the subject from this list, and we'll go with Science. Confirm your selection by hitting OK. The class and subject are now set. Next, let's configure the paper blueprint and details. To configure your paper's blueprint, switch over to the dynamic mode here. Open the template drop-down and pick the 80 marks paper option for selected chapters. Scroll down a bit and give your test paper a clear, recognizable name. Further down, accept the terms of use by ticking this checkbox. Hit Next to move on. Let's move on to choosing the chapters for the paper. Once your selections are in, save and move on to step 3. The chapters for our paper have been selected successfully. Let's move on to generating the initial draft of our paper. To generate the initial draft, give it a minute and then hit refresh to check the progress. Let's move on to reviewing and modifying the questions to ensure they meet our requirements. To review and modify questions, scroll through the generated paper to preview what's been created. If you want to tweak a specific question, open its Actions menu and hit Edit Question. Here you can edit the question text, options, or explanation directly. For now, just close this. If a question doesn't fit your needs, use Show More Questions to browse through alternative replacements. You can also filter by PYQ to only see previous year questions. Flip through the pages to find a question that suits your paper better. Once you're done reviewing, to generate the final paper, hit the Generate Paper button. Once you see this confirmation, just hit OK to proceed. Now let's move on to generating and downloading the paper PDFs. To generate the PDF, open the Actions menu and pick the 2-column question PDF option. Confirm with Yes to kick off the generation. Once it's ready, grab your file from the question paper download link. The PDFs have been generated and downloaded successfully. Let's move on to reviewing the final documents to ensure everything is in order. To review the final documents, scroll through the generated question paper to make sure everything looks right. Head back to the previous page once you're done. Grab the solution PDF from this link. Take a moment to scroll through the solutions and verify the answers and explanations for each question. And that wraps up the review of your final documents.